Alrighty, hey, we're live. This is the Bitcoin Live and Let Die show. I'm Ernie, and you are. And it is Friday, 1 p.m. on the East Coast. Where am I on the East Coast? I am on a lovely island called Martha's Vineyard. Having a wonderful time with my family and dogs. Not necessarily in that order. It's kind of a joke. Today, it's beautiful weather. We're going to go take a walk with the dogs on a beautiful park. It's not really a park. It's actually a secondary airfield for small aircraft called trade winds. I've never seen a plane land there, but you're not allowed to walk out into the middle of the quote runway, if you can call it that, which is really just a very bumpy field. I can't imagine a plane coming down there and landing in that field, but they do it. Of course, Martha's Vineyard has a first-class airport here where it's big enough to even accept Air Force One, because as you know, there have been past presidents that frequent Martha's Vineyard. Although the current president has no reason to come to Martha's Vineyard, this liberal enclave, as he has his own resorts all over the world that he tells us about all the time. So what's the big news in Bitcoin today? The big news in Bitcoin today, the monumental news in Bitcoin today, is that it is getting a new partner, a new booster, a world-renowned figure pushing Bitcoin. Obviously, an expert that we must all pay attention to. And who is that? Eminem. Yep, that's the big news coming out of Forbes, CoinDesk, A&P, you name it. All the shills of the industry. They're all talking about Eminem and how he's providing new awareness to a whole new set of idiots that Bitcoin exists. Rapping about Bitcoin. Now there's a guy, if he said, invest in this, oh man, I'm following Eminem because he's the man. Yep. There we are. Today, by the way, is going to be a relatively short show. It is the last day of the week. We'll be out of here on Sunday, so we want to make the most of it. It's a beautiful day. Got to get out there. I know the dogs want to get out there. Really don't give a shit about what Eminem thinks about Bitcoin. But I know that they're those Bitcoin faithful, man. They've got that optimization or optimum bias going. They'll believe that with Eminem behind it, there's no telling where Bitcoin can go to. Because he is the world currency expert. So where is everybody today? Where are you? What do you think of the state of Bitcoin today? Do you think by the end of the year that we're going to break 20,000? Or do you think that we will remain in this morass, this thick river of molasses, our feet stuck in the tar? Will we rise above it? Will Bitcoin pull its way up? Will the technology finally blossom? Finally, we're going to find a use case for cryptocurrency. I've heard a lot of talk lately about XRP. Some people read an article on Reddit, because Reddit, there's another very valuable source right behind Eminem, where you can get all your latest Bitcoin news and intelligentsia. That's right, Reddit, the place where they have Nazi-like moderators. Not quite. I mean, that's obviously a way over the top, but man, you try to publish an article on Reddit, man, and if you don't reach the approval of some of these moderators, you are shunned, and forget it about ever getting back on Reddit. I don't understand what the big attraction is. It's just another big club out there. It's a social wannabes. But I am taking on a new positive outlook of Bitcoin. I am positive that Bitcoin is going to crash. I am embracing that positivity. Rich, did you miss anything? What you missed was that Eminem is our new leader in the crypto brigade. We must follow Eminem to the ends of the earth, because now Eminem is now creating the awareness for a whole set of new people with no money to invest. Bitmain bought 1 million Bitcoin Cash with its cash flow. What? Ill-advised, don't you think? It means nothing to me. It means absolutely nothing to me. Eminem is now CEO. Mass adoption must start somewhere. So you really think that we're heading towards mass adoption? You really think that there are people out there that have decided that Bitcoin is going to be their new currency, that they're going to transact, they're going to take payment in Bitcoin, they're going to go to the grocery store, to the movie theater, to the ballpark, and they're going to spend their Bitcoin? Is that a doggy? Hey, doggy. Hello, doggy. Hello, doggy. Yep, he wants to go for his walk. So let's see. Let's look into this Eminem stuff. Does Eminem really have? Does he have it going on? Is Eminem our new Messiah, Bitcoin Messiah? All right, so what we'll do is we'll share a screen here and take a look at it, and then we'll get to your comments. And look, the lead story is from Forbes, one of our #1 Bitcoin shills. Bitcoin gets awareness boost from just a mere mention on Eminem's new album. That's all it takes, a mere mention. I don't know how you can, I haven't heard the song or whatever. Is it just a mention within one of the songs? Is the song about the crypto? Of course, Cointelegraph also says Bitcoin gets a mention. All right, so there it is. Eminem mentions Bitcoin in the lyrics on new Kamikaze rap album. Eminem's latest album, Kamikaze, features a Bitcoin shout-out. Okay, so there we have a mention in the lyrics, a mere mention, a mention on the album, all the way up to a feature shout-out. So CoinDesk recasts a mention to a feature shout-out. But Forbes, one of our mainstream media outlets, leads the list, followed by Cointelegraph, CoinDesk, and the Bitcoin Exchange Guide. And of course, Bitcoin Eminem on Twitter. Wow. Now this we have to take a look at. We need to put that on a new tab. The rapper Eminem has given Bitcoin's public awareness a boost with a mention of the cryptocurrency on his just launched album, Kamikaze. How many people that are listening to Eminem's album and hear the word Bitcoin are saying, Bitcoin, what's that, huh? Seriously. The good news is that Bitcoin is mentioned in Eminem's new album. Oh, that's the good news. And the bad news is that they make fun of it. The realistic news, Joe Cow, is that you're a friggin' idiot. Oh, sorry. I have to be positive. I am positive that you're an idiot, Joe Cow. Bitcoin hits mainstream again, gets a name drop on Eminem's. Man, look at this. They are just going nuts, as if Eminem still has relevance. So here we have mention to gets awareness. Gets awareness. Oh, that's the Forbes article. Amazing. Really just amazing. This is what there's now. Bitcoin has reached the big time because Eminem has mentioned it. He's featured it on his Kamikaze smash hit album that is sure to reach at least 100,000 people. Below are the complete not alike lyrics by Eminem displayed. Oh, not alike. Not alike. Is that the name of the song? Okay. Tay Keith, fuck these niggas up, yeah. Are we allowed to say that? Brain dead, eye drops, pain meds, Cyclops, they bet, iPod, Maybach, my back, train wreck, sidewalks, pay less, high tops, K-Fed, IHOP, Playtex, ice. What? So where's Bitcoin? Where is it? Where is it? How far down do we have to go before we find any mention of Bitcoin? How far down? How low? Oh, there it is. Remember, everybody used the byte nickel. Now everybody doing byte Bitcoin. Where? Byte bit. That doesn't rhyme. There's no rhyming there, man. And that's it. That is what causes headlines. That right there. That's it. Wow, there's a lot of lyrics here, man. And there's even a chorus. Does the chorus have Bitcoin in it? No, it doesn't. So out of, I don't know, looks like probably 1,000, not 1,000 words, maybe 500 words, Bitcoin is mentioned once. That's it. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Now you tell me, is that significant? Is that significant? Is that going to make Bitcoin aware to a whole new audience? Bitcoin's going to soar to the moon now that Eminem mentioned it deep within the annals of his song. You will be able to spend Bitcoin with Crypterium. I don't know what that means with Crypterium. You will be able to spend Bitcoin with Crypterium, whatever that means. Alex says, how do you square the fact that you think short-term trading loses you money, but you have daily AI calls? I I never said that there are not short-term strategies that can make money. And when you find an edge, you go with it. Now, these are relatively short-term. They're not day trade calls. They're more like swing trade calls. We allow them 4 days to work their way out. Sometimes they work their way out shorter. But I still maintain that as a discretionary trader and an algorithmic trader, that the longer-term trades work better. It's just that this particular algo has been designed to recognize relatively short-term patterns. All right, that's how I square it. And I've always said that you should have a mix of long-term, medium-term, short-term, with longer-term being your primary strategy. And all I ever talk about here is long-term. I mean, I've been short for 6 months. How much longer-term do you want? I am still short. I still short the hell out of it. The Potheads Crypto, if you ultimately believe Bitcoin going up one day, then who cares what price it is if you invest only what you can afford to lose? Yes, it's a risk, but what isn't in life? Because we like to be smart about what we're doing. Now, if you ultimately believe it's going up one day, I guess, but what if it doesn't? And how much are you going to invest? I mean, it's not a bad point. I mean, you could certainly invest some proportion of your money in the same way that you might invest in a lottery ticket. And who knows? Who knows what might happen with that? Hey, Ernie, finally caught you live. Love your work. Thank you, Crypto Shill. I love that name. Rich Token, please look up Crypterium, Ernie. I'm really reticent to do that. I have... Why? I've looked up so many hundreds and thousands of coins. None of them impressed me at all. It has a kind of a cool name. I know all alts are shit, but I will never mention any project after this. You're the teacher. Please tell me what you think after you look at it. See, after I look at it, it's going to look like every other altcoin to me. They're going to have a roadmap. They're going to have a wonderful white paper that's going to say how they are so different from everything else. They're going to have zero liquidity and no partners and no business. That's what I'm going to see. Almost guaranteed. But since you've asked like 5 times, I guess I'll look at it. Let's see, Crypterium. Let's take a look at, we'll go to coin market cap, okay? Maybe that'll make you happy. And we'll look up Crypterium. Which has a market cap of $31 million. I'll bring it up on the screen for you, and I will give you my live analysis of Crypterium. Hold on a second. All right, so it's ranked 156 out of all these wonderful coins with a market cap of $31 million. A circulating supply of almost 80 million coins, a total supply of 100 million, so they're holding some back. Not that any of that means anything. They do have 2 websites. Man, which one should I go to? Related cryptocurrencies, Blocknet, Time New Bank, Sakura Bloom, Americoin, GoChain. They don't have any stability whatsoever in their price. Been around since March. Let's take a look at the website, if we must. Pay with crypto anywhere in the world. Ah, yes, another payment system. Whatever you can do with your money, you can now do with crypto. So does that mean that they'll probably offer credit cards and such? See, of course, they have their roadmap. What happened to the roadmap? There's the roadmap. Ah, see, when you go down there to touch it, it goes away. I don't like that. That's bull. So in October, they're going to have an NFC payment solution. So of course, there may be maybe a handful of terminals around the world where you can use it. Oh, look, they have all of these credible people or mainstream media outlets that have apparently mentioned them. We don't know what that means. A loyalty program. Ooh. Yeah, what am I going to say? I look at this and it's absolutely no different at all from any other cryptocurrency. It's just a dream. That's all it is. It's not a real business. Sorry. I know all it's a shit. Okay, so I looked at it. I'm trying your algo calls on Simple FX. Made 200 on a demo account. Glad to hear that. Bitcoin delusion. Earn has relevance in hip hop. That's about oh, M has. I don't have any relevance in hip hop, but M has relevance in hip hop, and of course, everybody in hip hop has $0. Bitcoin cult clutching at straws. Did he buy any? Probably not. Did he get any kind of kickback from somebody? From who would he get a kickback from? Hashgraph mainnet just launched. I know, I saw that. I'm interested in that. I'm waiting to see what happens. Even with Hashgraph, I'm waiting to see what happens. I know that they've made deals for their governance model with a number of large corporations. I have yet to see anything come out of that, so I'm waiting to see. I have a lot of faith in what they're doing because I like their governance model the best out of anything that I've seen, so we'll see. What a waste of time. Cryptonium looks like shit. I'm not going to say it looks like shit. It just looks like everything else. Bitcoin testing 7K again. This whole idea of testing. Something doesn't test a price. It's not testing it. It makes it sound like there's actively some kind of fight going on there, but there isn't. I hate that term. I think it's just, it makes it sound like there's some validity in the technical argument. All right. So Bitcoin, Eminem, big news. Gonna push Bitcoin to the moon. Oh, by the way, let's take a look. Yes, bulls and bears fight. All right. So we're still within our bear flag. Let's move to that. Hold on. We'll do a little bit of TA. So we're still inside of our bear flag. We've made some moves down, but this whole move up has done this to the shorts. It has decimated the shorts. And the idea that we're going to take off from here is inconceivable. I see that we may come down a little bit further. Maybe a little bit further, maybe down in this area right here. And then from there, we're going to see another push down. This is the shorts. Now, of course, the longs, they don't, it doesn't seem that there's anybody taking longs in this market. Let's take a look at longs. Longs are not following this market at all. Look at this. The requisite move has been nothing. There's nobody taking longs. Everything is on the short side. Everything. Everything is on the short side. There is nobody that believes Bitcoin's going up, so it's not going up. The only power that any whale has is in popping the cherry of some shorts, short squeezing them. That is it. There is nothing else. There is no other play. Nothing. What are your thoughts on Bitcoin having in 2020? Should move price as its fundamental change to supply and demand? First of all, 2020 is a ways off. Basically, what it means is that unless Bitcoin price goes up, that's going to be a huge blow to miners. Huge blow to miners. So if Bitcoin price does not move up significantly, it is going to be decimating miners left and right, pounding them to the ground, forcing them out of business. That's what I think. Unless something changes. All right, folks. That's about all I have for today. I want to thank you very much for joining me today on Bitcoin Live and Let Die. We seem to be a little bit more on the die side today, with Eminem joining the fray. Does not instill confidence in me. Does not instill confidence when that is the lead story of the day and going into the weekend. Maybe that's what they were hoping. We'll go into the weekend with Eminem, and then that should provide some huge boost. All right, y'all. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll probably produce one more video over the weekend. Not a live and let die video, but maybe an update to some of the embodiment. Embodiment is the name of my AI. The AI may have something to say before the weekend's over. Love y'all. Make sure you hit that like button, please. Leave a comment down below after the video. I'd love to continue this conversation. And we'll see you on the next video. Take care.